Okay, so true or false, ChatGPT is neither the first AI-powered tool made by OpenAI nor the best AI tool that will hit the market thanks to Microsoft Bing AI.
So I'm going to say that's true.
It is true.
Yeah.
Do we both drink? Because we both got two truths.
You want to make it a rule suddenly?
Like a tie.
We're doing it live? I don't mind taking another sip of this.
I mean, I do, but I'll do it for the tea.
All right. To AI.
Yeah. For being right.
I feel like we are desecrating the official rules set forth, but I'm okay with it.
It's not what technology is all about anyway.
So there was a lot of AI tools throughout time, and not even just from OpenAI. OpenAI kind of came about because there was a real idea that AI without proper oversight could be very dangerous. And so OpenAI had several projects before this, everything from prompts to image generation, which I'm sure we'll talk about some questions with image generation as well.
Yeah.
Before they brought about ChatGPT, and ChatGPT just happens to be kind of like the most famous right now, of course.
It is a very hot topic.
It's kind of going everywhere. And then Microsoft being AI, they've signed some deals, so they're actually going to be using like the ChatGPT engine, so to speak, underneath. And I believe...
Yeah, with the Bing thing. Is that what you're talking about with Bing?
Right. So Bing search, they're going to have it built into the Edge browser. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken at the time of this recording, it's something you should actually be able to use now if you want to.
Yeah, actually, I was kind of playing around with it. So basically, it allows you to just like do a little bit more, like in more complex questions. So I'll answer your question to its full capacity, not just like short snippets of the question.
Right.
Whereas, like when you Google something, you kind of have to be like a little more specific to get that specific answer. I think this gives you a more like you can be like, give me a synopsis of what I don't know, Napoleon whatever did, when he was taking over.
Right. And the Bing tie-in is super interesting to me because we have this idea of how we like browse the internet, right? Like, okay, almost everyone, if you have a question, you go to Google, you type in something, you scan through the ad placements.
Yep. And you have to break up your question.
Right, exactly. So you can imagine Google sitting in the back seat watching Bing take upon ChatGPT that can give you answers without the middle step of physically filtering through the pages.
Yeah.
And they've got something called Bard, but we haven't really heard a whole lot about it. So it'll be very interesting to see what Google does
The next step.
answer, right? Because if they don't have an answer, we're looking at completely toppling and changing the way the internet works for most people.
I know. I think Google's shitting their pants right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they already attempted to do something better and it just failed.
Well, there was some stories of some of the developers coming out of Google that were on the Bard project, just like trying to rush it out, like, hey, can we get everybody on board to please test this? Please test this. We need to do something, right? And so there's like this real urgency, which you would kind of expect, because if you're Google, you're scared.
Well, yeah, because I was even looking, it was even saying that you can even do creativity. It's like acting also like a personal assistant. So it's almost kind of like a form, like a maybe probably stronger form of a Siri. You know, like where you can like ask and be like, okay, I want a 3-course, meal idea.
Right.
I think it was one of the prompts, as well as like help me get fit. And then I even looked at it and it gave you like, here's different workouts to help you get fit and nutrition things. And even creativity wise, like you can like there was a prompt for it to like write you a poem, like a rhyming poem or something. So there's like even creativity side. So it's like definitely more advanced than obviously your Google search. But yeah.
You mentioned Siri, and that's another point. Someone was quoted as saying, and I wish I remember who exactly said this, but it's such a solid point that ChatGPT and this type of AI is delivering what assistants like Google Assistant, Siri, Amazon, of course, Alexa, right? Yeah. This ChatGPT is delivering what those originally promised to be.
Yeah.
Right? So that's very interesting to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Alexa's got to step up her game too.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so
she doesn't know half the things I'm saying. She's like, I don't have an answer for that one. And I'm like, oh, you're programmed that one.
So do you use those assistants? Like, so you use Alexa? Do you use the Siri?
I don't use Siri or Google Assistant or anything.
Okay.
I only use Alexa at home because she turns on and off my lights, and she's my timer and my weather person.
So Chat GPT might still be able to do that kind of stuff down the road.
Maybe if it can help me control my whole house, then absolutely.
Okay.
Because I don't like turning on and off lamps. If I'm gonna be honest.
Are we at that point? We're at that point where have to hit a switch.
I don't. I'll do switches.
Right.
I don't like messing with that. No.
I think it comes down to like when you have the option not to. Like
Yeah.
you'll turn on switches for 40 years and then one day you don't have to anymore. It's like, well, now I don't want to.
If I was in the age like to be buying things during the years of the clapper, I would have been buying that too.
Are you talking about the clapper with the the thing that goes off when people like have their birthday parties? They just start clapping and the lights are going nuts. Yeah.
Like, hope you don't have epilepsy because this is dangerous.